Mapayapang hapon, Pilipinas! Ito po ang inyong balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja Elizalde, na bumabati sa lahat ng nakikinig sa DZRH Radio at sa mga nanonood sa DZRH TV, lalo na sa ating mga kasamahang alagad ng sining at kultura sa buong bansa. Sa hapong ito, mapalad tayong makasama ang isa sa mga pinaka-respetadong pangalan sa original Filipino music industry. As one of the most prolific hitmakers of our generation, she has written the soundtrack of so many lives with her heartfelt lyrics and unforgettable melodies, captured in songs that have become timeless anthems for countless people. In fact, subukan niyong pumunta sa kahit na anong selebrasyon na may videoke, pupusta ako na hindi lilipas ang gabi nang walang kakanta ng ilan sa mga komposisyon niya. Kaya't huwag kayong aalis. Sa hapong ito, samahan ninyo kami sa kalahating oras ng masayang kwentuhan kasama ang isa sa pinakamatagumpay na Filipino songwriters ng ating panahon. Walang iba kundi si Miss Cecile Azarcon. Magbabalik po ang Art to Art pagkatapos ng ilang paalala.
Programang hatid ay sining at kulturang para sa lahat. Magbabalik ang Art to Art.
Convention number 12! Iloilo Tinagyang Festival presented by Tribo Mariano!
Tinesting, sinuri, siniyasan. Ang resulta? Super effective ang Shield sa pagpatay ng bakterya at virus. Shield Antibacterial Soap. Believe ang mga eksperto sa Philippine Nurses Association. At si Mami.
Tiwala ako sa Shield.
Shield Antibacterial Soap. Napatunayang mabisa. Ang mga nurse, tiwala.
Hello, Washi! Laundry day na naman!
Yay! Anong meron?
Mancha ng chocolate, putik, may libag pa!
Kaya natin yan! With Pride Washing Machine Detergent, may triple stain-away formula. Tanggal ang makapit, madikit, at malupit na dumit mancha. Kaya easy-easy ang labada.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon!
All you need is pride! All you need is pride! ACS!
Usapang sining at kultura para sa lahat. Art to Art.
Nandito pa rin tayo sa Art to Art at mapalad tayong makasama sa hapong ito ang isa sa pinakatanyag at pinaka-prolific na OPM songwriters ng ating panahon. The hitmaker, Miss Cecile Azarcon. Magandang hapon, Cecile, and welcome to Art to Art.
Thank you so much for having me, and I'm really happy to be here.
And
finally.
thank you. Also, it's actually a great honor for us to have you in our show, especially since hindi po kayo naka-base dito. You are based in the United States. And napakaswerte talaga namin na nahuli namin kayo.
I know.
So, how long have you been living in the United States?
40 years.
40 years, wow. That's
Since 1984.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And of course, you were here dahil pinagdiriwang ninyo ang iyong 45th anniversary
Yes.
as a songwriter.
That's correct.
And to celebrate this, you had a star-studded concert last May 24 and 25, featuring some of the biggest names in the Philippine music industry. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
how was it po?
Ay, nako. It's really like amazing, you know. Miski ako, I was not expecting that it was going to, you know, really that grand. Kasi I don't really do concerts, first of all. And I want to thank Viva, VAA Live, for producing it, and they really made it extra special. And it's so memorable because everybody, talagang kumakanta sila, sinasabayan na yung mga kanta ko. And tapos ang dami pang mga nag-guest na, mga original singers. So talagang parang you're reminiscing and, going down memory lane.
I mean, concert can really only run for 2 to 3 hours siguro na yung maximum. So, with so many hit songs, paano nyo napili kung ano yung mga ipapasok dun sa repertoire of songs ninyo?
Ay, nako, ang hirap nga kasi...
Paano nyo na-curate ang inyong sariling anniversary concert?
Well, I think, pretty much pinili namin yung siguro top 12 na mga kanta ko na talagang alam namin sumikat talaga na kinakanta ng mga tao. And then I wanted to include some of my original songs na nakatago sa baul. I wanted to share some of those songs, which I did. I had a song for my grandmother and for my mother. Tapos yung I had a song for an inspirational song na mga hindi pa ito na-re-release. So, pero pretty much yung mga pinili namin na mga kanta, yung alam namin na talagang tumatak, kumbaga, sa mga puso ng tao.
Ine-expect talaga ng mga tao na lalabas siya, no? Okay. And how can you keep track of all your works with all of these songs in your, as you say, in your baul? And of course, meron ba kayong parang archives or website or...
wala. Siguro, dapat simulan ko na. Oo, kasi they just kind of like happened. Hindi naman pinaplano ito eh. Tapos, meron akong mga followers, kumbaga, na nagugulat ako. Sila pala yung, mas kumpleto pa siguro yung compilation nila. Kasi sa akin, talagang nire-research nila yung mga kantang nasulat ko ng mga noon pa. Yeah, pero...
so, wala kayong sariling parang music library ninyo?
No.
No? Umpisahan natin. Do you have an idea of how many songs you've released commercially as a songwriter?
Wala rin.
Wala? Okay.
Marami na.
Marami.
Pero hindi ko talaga, kasi I'm not into that. Para sa akin, kasi this was for me, started out as a hobby. I just wrote to express myself. And I just wrote and, to share my music. And once it's out there, parang hindi na ikaw may-ari nun, it belongs to them na, to the listeners or to the, diba? It's no longer just yours.
Yeah.
And basta gawa lang ako ng gawa. Labas lang labas. Gusto mo kantay, sige, kantay mo. Gusto mo i-record mo, ganun. Pero ako, I just parang kept going on with life. This was not for me something na it was never a job for me. Yung songwriting career, hindi ko yung nangyari na lang
so you
siya.
never sought out to become a songwriter.
No.
Parang it found you.
Correct.
Yeah. So how did you start po? Did it start as music in your head or with music lessons or music is part of the family, your upbringing? How did it start po with you?
Nung nagkamulat ako siguro, basta nagkaisip ako, tumutugtog na ako ng piano eh. So, ako, kasi my mom, start with my great-grandfather, musician. My grandmother, musician. My mother, musician din. So, it's all on my mother's side.
So, it's all in the family. Yeah.
So, kumbaga nasa dugo yung music. And so, I grew up also na my mom, being a music teacher, meron siyang music studio sa bahay. She gave voice and piano lessons. So, day in, day out, yung mga, estudyante naririnig mo. So, basta alam ko lang nung nagkamalay ako, sumasampa pa raw ako sa piano stool. nagpa-piano na ako. 3 years old, I started to play the piano. 6 years old, I was already started to compose my own melodies.
Wow.
And my first song na may lyrics and music when I was 13 years old.
Wow. All right. And to what do you attribute your longevity in the industry? As you know, for 45 years, that's a milestone.
You know, I always tell this to people. I think I shared that also at my concert na para sa akin kasi nga out of the 45 years, 40 years yung nasa Amerika ako. And I was at the peak even of my career when I had to leave for the United States, you know, to be with my family. So I had no idea na nag-hit na yung mga kanta ko. And ang buhay ko, actually, I started serving sa church when I was 17 years old as a music director for the youth. And then all my life, I've always been a music director of a church. So ang buhay ko is really bahay, simbahan. And my music lessons, I also gave private voice and piano lessons. So, yung mga pagsusulat ng kanta, talagang ano lang yon, yung nangyayari na lang, yung in-between lessons, yung pag na-inspire ka, tapos hingi ng kanta let's say, yung record companies or yung mga recording artists, and I would just give it to them. Because living in the US, wala pa naman mga ano noon, yung mga Filipino channel, wala pang ganun. So, hindi ko talaga alam. So, for me, I attribute my success to God. For me, it's gotta be God. It's all God.
Yeah.
Only He can make it happen that way. Without me doing anything, without me lifting a finger. It's for me ordained by Him. A
Sabi
blessing.
nga nila, if you make Him in first place, everything else will follow. Okay. Well, that's amazing. Pero, wow, ang bilis ng panahon. Marami pa po tayong pag-uusapan kasama ang tanyag na kompositor na si Miss Cecile Azarcon. Dito pa rin sa Art to Art. Magbabalik po kami pagkatapos ng ilang paalala.
Programang hatid ay sining at kulturang para sa lahat. Magbabalik ang Art to Art. Schedule ng mga inaabangang konsyerto. Update sa mga magagandang panoorin sa mga tanghalan at teatro. Narito na ang Art to Art Calendar.
Narito ang ating arts calendar. Sa musika, itatanghal ang choral concert na Voices of the World sa June 8 simula ika-4 ng hapon sa British School Manila, University Park, 36th Street, Taguig. Tampok ang Hong Kong Male Voice Choir, John Van der Steen Male Voice Choir, Far Eastern University Choral at British School Manila Senior Pop Choir. Mapapanood din ang traditional Philippine folk dancing ng The Children of Mango at ng The Scholars of Grapevine. Bahagi ng makakalap na pondo ay ibibigay sa Children of the Dump Charity. Sa teatro, magbabalik ang tablado ang comedy icon na si John Santos sa kanyang matagumpay na pagganap sa Bawat Bonggang Bagay, ang Filipino adaptation ng Every Brilliant Thing ni Duncan Macmillan at Johnny Donahoe. Handog ng Sandbox Collective, ito ay mapapanood sa June 22, 23, 28, 29 at 30 sa Samsung Performing Arts Theater, Makati City. Ang one-act interactive play ay kwento ng isang batang ang magulang ay mayroong mental illness. Para sa ticket, bumisita sa website na ticketworld.com.ph. Sa sining biswal, kasalukuyang isinasagawa ang one-man exhibit ni Carlo Ongchanco sa Gallery Joaquin sa Podium Ortigas Center, Mandaluyong City. Sa exhibit na pinamagatang icons, makikita ang mga pamilyar na imahe mula sa kabataan sa mga obrang gumagamit ng visual language ng children's book illustration, graphic design, cartoon at Japanese pop art. Makikita ang icons hanggang June 8. Para sa karagdagang detalye, mag-email sa podium.galleryjoaquin@gmail.com.
Tinesting, sinuri, siniyasan. Ang resulta? Super effective ang Shield sa pagpatay ng bakterya at virus. Shield Antibacterial Soap. Believe ang mga eksperto sa Philippine Nurses Association. At si Mami.
Tiwala ako sa Shield.
Shield Antibacterial Soap. Napatunayang mabisa. Ang mga nurse, tiwala.
Hello, Washi! Laundry day na naman!
Yay! Anong meron?
Mancha ng chocolate, putik, may libag pa.
Kaya natin yan! With Pride Washing Machine Detergent, may triple stain-away formula. Tanggal ang makapit, madikit, at malupit na dumit-mancha. Kaya easy-easy ang labada.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon.
All you need is pride. All you need is pride. ACS.
Usapang sining at kultura para sa lahat. Art to Art.
Andito pa rin tayo sa Art to Art at kasama pa rin natin ang undisputed hitmaker na si Miss Cecile Azarcon. Sorry, naiyak ako. I mean, the song that we just heard needs no further introduction. Lift Up Your Hands. Kinanta siya ni Basil Valdez at kinakanta siya sa mga simbahan. In fact, I remember dahil yung kantang yan, dinala ko sa Russia nung umalis ako for my studies there sa Leningrad din. It was communist Leningrad pa rin. And yun, kasama ko yun sa gabi pag tinutugtog ko sa cassette yung kanta ni Basil na yun. Kaya ako naiyak kasi syempre it like really gave me the strength to continue with my ballet lessons kahit nahirap ako at that time. So that being said, this song has paved the way for you in the OPM industry. Can you tell us the story behind Lift Up Your Hands?
Well, I actually wrote it for a friend of mine. Kaya nga, life is not at all that bad, my friend. And she's going through something, and I was on the phone with her, and I told her not to do anything drastic, and that I, would like to pray for her. So when we put down the phone, I was praying for her. The words and the music just started to flow. And so I had to get a pen and paper right away. It was like I was in a trance. Talagang in a matter of 10 minutes, words and music, nabuo yung kanta.
Wow.
Tapos by the end of it, nanginginig ako. So you know that it's really a gift from God na parang naging ano lang ako conduit, no? And tapos syempre, happy ako yung may kagagawa ko lang ng kanta. And then I would hang out sometimes sa Vicor or Black Gold. My cousin worked there, si Ate Charo Unite. And merong kwarto na may piano. And I saw the piano. And walang tao. So pumunta ako ron, kinakanta ko yung kanta. yung Lift Up Your Hands, hindi ko alam na Basil Valdez was passing by. And, you know, he was listening sa labas ng pintuan. So, pagkatapos kong kantahin yung song, masok siya. Sabi niya, what's that? Sabi ko, oh, it's nothing. Sabi ko pang ganon. And sabi niya, no, really, what was that song you were singing? So, it's something I made, I wrote. Can I include it in my first English OPM album, yung Corner of the Sky?
Wow.
So, ano siya, syempre, I couldn't believe it, right? And so he recorded it. And then, yung album ng Corner of the Sky, ang career single nun yung You Give Me Hope. Yung Lift Up Your Hands nasa side B. And long playing album pa nun eh. And then there's this DJ na pinakinggan niya yung buong album, yung Lift Up Your Hands at tumatak sa kanya. And he started to play it on the air. Pero wala sa playlist. And so, you know, but he played it, and I think he got in trouble with the station manager pa nga, you know, na, you know, you're not supposed to play something that's not on the playlist. Pero sabi niya, no, you know what, it's going to be a big hit. It's going to be a big hit. And, thankfully, nag-hit nga yung song. So, and the rest is history. So, yun ang panahon pa nung time na tinutugtog sa radyo, hindi pa uso yung mga inspirational songs na tutugtugin sa radyo.
Yes, yes.
But that's a song that paved the way to my songwriting career.
So parang it all fell into place, no? After Lift Up Your Hands. May I know kung ano yung nangyari? Nagka-resolution ba yung friend ninyo that you wrote the song for?
Well, I guess, yeah. I mean, kasi sabihin ko na, alam naman niya, may blessing ako pag kinikwento ko to na, you know, she felt like running away from home. Alam mo naman yung mga time na yon, di ba? You know, sometimes you have problems with your folks, you know, papagalitan ka, gusto mong... So, I think we're able to resolve it. Yeah. Okay.
Ako naman this song really went, kasi nga, Communist Russia yung aking 2 years ako doon, 1982 to 84 in the school, and 84 to 86 in the company, and na-injure ako in my first year and or in my second year, and that song really gave me the strength to carry on. Talaga. So I thank you for that. Kung hindi, wala po akong career as a ballerina.
I love hearing stories like this.
I would have given up.
You know, ito yung mga fulfill sa aming mga songwriters. You know, lalo na with this song, na when people come up to me and they tell me that, you know, nakasama ko yung kanta mo at the lowest point of my life, and it was the one that encouraged me, that lifted me up, you know. That really blesses me.
I'm sure. How do you feel po when people come up to you and say these things?
Minsan naiiyak ako. Natouch talaga ako. You know.
Oh, okay. How are you able to tap into the innermost feelings of people kahit yung mga temang hindi naman bahagi ng personal ninyong karanasan?
Well, you know, actually, yung marami sa mga kanta ko na compose ko, hindi ko naman talaga personal experiences. Kagaya, we could be having lunch, and well, no intentions at all of writing a song, but you may say something that will just, at that moment, will inspire me, will trigger something, and kagaya there was a time I was having lunch with a friend, tapos tinanong ko siya, how are you? Sabi niya, oh, I'm okay. Nakatulog ka ba kagabi? Oo naman, pero with a heartache. So doon sa table napkin, nagsulat ako ng kanta, Don't Sleep with a Heartache, yung title.
Wow.
Yeah, just because of that one line.
Yes. I mean, I guess that's where you draw inspiration, no? From everyday life.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you walk us through your musical process? How much time does it take you to write a song? I mean, some songs maybe take 10 minutes, others take longer.
Yeah.
And do you always compose the words and music together, or nauuna yung music, o nauuna yung words? Paano po yung process niyo?
Sa akin kasi, although I've written some songs na piano lang, walang lyrics. Miski gusto kong lagyan ng lyrics, ayaw talaga. That means it's really intended to be just an instrumental piece. But most of the time, pag nagsusulat ako, sabay na. Sabay na dumadating. Kunyari, anong kailangan? Para ka na nagko-converse. Parang malaman mo, habang nagluluto ka, lumalabas na eh. Ikaw ay minamahal ko. So, kailangan, papel, kailangan isulat mo, maganda yun. Yun yung siguro nararamdaman mo. At saka hindi ko talaga alam about other songwriters, pero ako, hindi ko mapili yung time na magsusulat ako.
Yeah.
Ako yung pinipili, so kailangan talagang, I have to have a pen and paper na malapit. Kasi pagka dumating yung inspiration, minsan habang I've written a song na nagtututbrush ako, biglang, this is me, I'm me. Please come closer so you'll see the real. Ako, oh my gosh, ang ganda sa song,
Pen, paper.
So, ganon. Wala akong process, but when it comes, when I feel inspired, I need to capture that moment right away.
And do you still teach now? And every day, are you at the piano, composing, working, or you parang you don't have a routine? When the inspiration comes, that's when it happens.
Yeah.
Yes, really. Wow. Ganda naman nun.
Oo. Yeah. At saka, I notice also that I do write best under pressure.
Yeah. Okay.
Kasi may nagtanong sa akin na, 1 year pa lang, binigyan ako, oy, gawa mo ka ng kanta, anniversary namin ng asawa ko, a year from now. And, kasi it's the 50th wedding anniversary of an uncle, ganon. We write as a song. Okay, ganon naman. Ang tagal pa, sabi ko, relax ka lang muna. Tapos, biglang, nagawa mo niyang kata, 1 month pa, no? Gagawin ko yan, ganon. Pero, kahit gusto mo, ayaw talaga. It was like on the day before. At saka ko lang nagawa. So, yung pressure, I noticed, mas nakakasulat ako.
I see. I see.
May isa pang kwento na wedding. Nagpasulat din sa akin ng wedding song. Talaga kahit anong gawin ko, hindi ako makagawa. Wala talagang inspirasyon. Sabi ko, di bale, siguro sa church, habang naglalakad sila, baka makasulat ako, ganon. Naku, nakamarcha na. Naku, nasa reception na kami. O siguro sa reception, siguro makasulat ako. Totoo to. This is what I call my salad song because I wrote it while salad was being served.
Wow.
And it's called Now and Always.
Oh.
Ang ganda ng song. Oo. Buti na lang yung venue, merong isang lugar na may piano. So, nag-excuse ako, na-miss ko yung salad ko, hindi ko nakain. But that was the time na nagawa ko yung song.
And you performed it right there and then?
Right there.
Wow.
Pagkatapos nung nag-serve ng food,
yes.
talagang pressure, paspas. And I sang it.
Did the bride and groom know na kakagawa nyo lang?
Hindi.
Was there any time that you would consider recording your own songs and having your own singing career?
Minsan naiisip ko, kasi may mga nagsasabi sa akin na you should sing your own songs kasi iba naman yung interpretation mo. Pero hindi eh. Parang every time I go to the studio and I attempt, napaka-perfectionist ko. Lagi hindi ako happy. So, ako next time na lang. Mamaya, lumipas na. Hindi ko na nagawa yung project because life happens. And, but I think it would be nice to leave something behind. And, kasi iba pa rin kasi kaming mga songwriters, that's why we ask other singers to sing it. Kasi we believe that there are really better interpreters of our songs. Na talagang singers sila. And, pero, iba pa rin pag yung songwriter mismo ang kumanta ng kanta. Kasi emotions, andun eh. So, kumbaga, napaka-organic, di ba?
Yes.
Pag yung songwriter mismo.
Yeah. No, I can relate kasi ako naman, after I retired from active dancing, I started to choreograph. And I realized na I would choreograph on the dancers that hindi yung nagagawa ko, yung nagagawa ng mga dancers na nakaka-inspire naman sa akin to create And it's a give and take thing.
Correct.
When other singers are, I guess, are singing your compositions, meron kayong nakukuha din from them that wasn't in the original idea in the first place, no? Ganun.
Yeah. Si Ku nga nagreklamo sa akin minsan eh. I don't know if she remembers this, pero sabi niya, Cecilia, ang hirap-hirap naman ng mga kantang pinakakanta mo sa akin. Sabi ko, bakit? What do you mean? Sabi niya, tino mo should we stay or should we say goodbye? Walk away or give it one more try? What a waste to let our dreams just fly. And as the days go by, we'll always wonder, ang hirap-hirap naman. Sabi ko, oo nga, sino ba nagsulat niya? Diba? Kaya sa'yo ko pinapakanta eh.
Articulation.
Yeah. Pero hindi ko naisip yun, You know.
Okay. So sa lahat ng mga OPM artists na nakatrabaho ninyo, sino-sino yung mga pinakamadalas?
Si Ku.
Si Ku. Okay.
Yeah. Siya yung pinakamaraming na-record na kanta ko.
And what are your non-negotiables when you work with a singer?
Well, kailangan as much as possible kung paano mo sinulat, 'di ba? Yung minsan kasi masyadong ginagawa ng palabok na hindi mo na malaman kung ano yung melody hinahanap mo na ano nga yun, 'di ba? As much as possible, I would really like for the interpreters, for the singers to interpret the song kung ano yung intention ko nung sinulat ko. Pag ayokong babaguhin nila. So that's why I like working with Ku.
I see.
Kasi she would really ask me, saan hihinga?
Yeah.
You know, in phrasing and all that.
So when you're working, you're very hands-on.
If I can,
Yeah.
Pero kasi remember nasa America
Yeah, how did that
ako.
happen nga when you're in America? I mean, wala pa nun yung mga video calls and all of that. No? So,
wala. I just have to sometimes, buti na lang, most of the time, okay naman yung pagkanta. Kaya ng, how did you know? When Chiki Pineda recorded that, wala naman ako doon. But it turned out beautiful, you know. So it's you, wala rin ako, diba? So, you just have to trust also the artist, the recording artist.
You said earlier na hindi nyo alam while you were in America na yung mga kanta ninyo ay nagiging hit na. So when did it hit you na yung mga kanta ninyo ay hits na sa Pilipinas?
Well, syempre nung 84 when I left, ando na yung meron ako mga nag-hit. Sabi ko, I was at the peak of my career. Kasi tinutugtog na sa radyo eh, sabay-sabay. So it's you, even if, special memory, reaching out, I think I'm in love, you know. Talagang, pero after that, when I left, I gave some songs and hindi ko alam kung ano na nangyari. So, yun ang wala na akong idea what happened. Tapos at saka miski yung mga kanta ko na nag-hit, hindi ko alam kung tinutugtog pa ba sa radyo, gano'n. Pero, nagtuloy-tuloy siya. Wala akong TFC, kasi hindi ako masyado nanood ng TV.
Okay.
Pero nalaman ko na lang. Yung ikaw lahat sa akin was used as a team for a teleserye. Napaano tuloy ako ng Filipino channel.
Yeah.
Doon nagsimula. I guess, Martin Rivera came also to the US one time and he gave me something, I don't know, again, if you remember this, pero parang may plaque or something na nanalo yung award or recognition yung ikaw lahat sa akin. Na nung binigay ko sa kanya, hindi ko na rin alam kung anong nangyari. Yung parang nag-hit na yung kanta. At kapag umuwi ako rito para magbakasyon, minsan namimili ako sa Rustan, tapos, uy, kanta ko yun Narinig ko sa supermarket. Ang sarap na pakiramdam. So, dun lang. Or, nasa Baclaran, there was a time na gusto kong ma-experience yung Baclaran, gano'n. Tapos yung tindera, and he said, cast your burden sa pani. Nagsasabit ng damit. Kinakanta yung kanta ko. So, you know, that means that people know your songs.
Yes. Can I ask you, syempre, hanap buhay din po. I mean, I know that you don't consider it a job, but when it comes to how does a composer earn from their works of art? Do you get royalties? Do you get like film rights? You know, copyright?
Royalties.
Royalties. So pag tinutugtog halimbawa ang Lift Up Your Hands sa simbahan, do you get a royalty for that, or is that
Supposedly. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing we have
Philscap?
we have Philscap now that monitors and that protects the rights of the songwriters. So, and we get royalties from whenever it's performed.
I see. Okay. So, have you ever tried to write for a ballet?
Not yet.
Gagawin nating project. Okay. Are you still actively in touch with the local music industry from the United States? Do you see yourself creating songs for our new generations of OPM singers?
You know, I would love to. Kasi magandang magandang legacy of music. And so it would be nice to be able to have music that this generation would ewan ko lang, you know, kung I'll be able to come up. Kasi ibang style ngayon eh. Di ba? But I would really love to continue writing music.
And we will really love to have you continue, Miss Cecile. So in closing, what would you advise our aspiring songwriters still dreaming about their first hit?
Not to give up. You know, kasi syempre, gawa ka ng kanta, tapos pag wala kang hit song, parang minsan nakaka-discourage din yon. Pero para sa akin nga, just make your song simple, sincere, and true. You know, don't try, kumbaga sa singers, they try to impress. No, don't. Sing to express, not to impress. Ganon din sa songwriting. Minsan you put a lot of effort, you just be able to compose a song. My best songs that I've written na nag-hit were the ones that were written without any effort. Those are the inspired songs. So, pagka pinipilit mo, you know, sa akin naglaland lang sa basura yung mga kanta. Hindi ko matapos. Pero yung inspired ka talaga, yun ang i-capture mo, yun ang isulat mo. And, tsaka, again, yung just be honest with what you feel. Huwag kang mag-invento lang ng, you know, isulat mo yung mga nadaanan mo na, pinagdaanan mo na. So, mas mailalatag mo sa papel yung, kasi napagdaanan mo na.
And always keep pen and paper handy.
Correct.
Because you never know when inspiration will strike.
That is true. You know, totoo yan.
Maraming salamat po, Miss Cecile, for sa hapong ito, you have given us such inspiration, such joy. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your short visit here to our country to be our guest here in Art to Art. And I hope that you come back.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. The pleasure is mine.
Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, samahan ninyo kami ulit dito sa Art to Art, kung saan ang usapang sining at kultura ay para sa lahat. Ito po ang inyong balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja Elizalde, nagpupugay sa artistang Pilipino.